Ride in silence to remember those who lost their lives doing what they love. Tonight, more than 100 cyclists biked around Cincinnati for this year's Ride of Silence. 9 on your side's Ashley Zilka is live right now at Lunken Airport and tells us why this year's event was so much tougher than usual. Ashley?
Well, Craig, the Ride of Silence started here and ended here at Lunken Airport, and this year people cycled with heavy hearts. In 2015, Ohio saw the most cyclist deaths since the 70s.
I think of my friend every ride. It's hard not to.
Chauncey Joyce says there's not a day that goes by where he doesn't think of his best friend. Michael Prater was killed earlier this year after being hit by a hit-and-run driver suspected of being on drugs. The 42-year-old had his final ride on Kellogg Avenue in Cincinnati.
It makes it a little bit harder to ride. It's a little more painful every time. We rode 4,000 miles last year together, and it's just hard to do it without him anymore.
With black bands on their left arms, cyclists remembered their fallen friends and family members during the Ride of Silence. 25 of them killed in Ohio in 2015 alone.
I think there's always going to be accidents and crashes, and it's always going to be a part of the hobby.
But with this ride comes a sign of hope. Cyclists say their voices are being heard.
Drivers are starting to notice us more. They're giving us our space.
These are painful rides to do. They're great to remember fallen cyclists, but I hope it doesn't scare people.
And if anything, Joyce says his friend's death has made him more passionate when it comes to doing what he loves.
I always wanted to ride. It's what he would want.
Now, Cincinnati cyclists were not the only ones to take part in the Ride of Silence. Starting at 7 p.m. tonight, cities across the country remembered their own fallen cyclists. Reporting live, Ashley Zilka, 9 on your side.